P-Crust game.
I'm not promising shit, Quinn.
Alright. So, when last we left off...
Oh yes, Daddy!
See?
I mean, that's part of the course.
Yeah, that comes with the territory.
But yes, when last we left off, you all were tracking down a wizard who was a member of an organization that attacked you. And you found out that the organization was sort of was more of like a coalition of unrelated, so wizards who were mostly going after their own agendas but worked together on occasion. One of which was the father of Ivy, who is maybe a reptilian, you're not sure.
But he is the gas master.
Them eyes.
But you were tracking down this one wizard who apparently knew more and could tell you more about what was going on.
That's the gas master.
Right. After some tribulations, you essentially ran into Cass's father, as well as a reunion with some Tearstone assassins, who you kicked the asses of.
No.
And killed again.
No, they kicked our asses first, and then we killed all of them.
Yes.
And then perfect obliteration.
Yeah, you obliterated their camp with a pretty good plan to infiltrate it.
That was a flawless
That was an actual blitzkrieg.
But we had no
The funny thing is, it wasn't even really a plan. It just kind of happened really well.
It fell together.
It was kind of Gerald's plan, which is the
And it was
craziest part.
I mean, we all know the best part was just him bursting out of the tent on a chimera going, "Oh, boys!"
Yeah.
Riding a chimera, no less. That was also Cass's father.
Oh yeah, Gerald rides Cass's father.
Stop!
To be fair, Gerald rides everything.
God damn it.
From giants to dads, he
So,
rides.
What about Giant Dad?
You killed everyone in the camp with the help of the legend.
Legends never die.
What rings you got, bitch?
He's back. But yes, you kill everyone in the camp. There were some interesting masked figures that you weren't able to identify at the time. But you're surrounded by dead bodies, including the dead body of Nadine, the Tearstone assassin. And that is where we left off. So as the sort of smoke smoldering from that one tent you burned down wafts into the air.
Out of the Hunger of Adar, which is still there.
Probably
Right, you never dropped that.
I never dropped that.
It's last a minute, so it's probably on its tail end by
I'm
now.
gonna look to Shava, or I'm gonna find Shava and be like, you need to burn these bodies now.
So I was just gonna point to the Hunger of Adar.
You need to burn them now! Or
Just throw them in there.
I'm talking about the dangerous ladies.
What are we burning?
The ones that keep coming back to life, apparently.
Who keeps coming back to life? Why are we burning them?
You were the one who said we should burn them.
Did I?
Well, I mean, we
Nadine,
all
the
kind
one
of...
who came back to life.
I was hoping
She
we'd
came
come to
back
that
to life.
conclusion.
Yeah, we killed her once already.
Oh yes, burn her.
What about the other one? Do we need to go back and burn her too? Or isn't she burned? Wasn't her body thrown into the...
Well, her body was in a burning building.
Yeah.
I think we're covered on that one.
Shaw was just still pointing to the Hunger of Adar.
Yes, we see a dark circle. Good job.
At this point, it's probably
You don't
starting
want to see
to
Shava's dark
it's
circle.
just disappear.
What about a dark
That was a-
circle?
that was a
What have you
burning
been up to
tent.
while I've been gone?
Yeah, and in the tent you see the dead bodies of the two priests
I asked
with
for
like
myself.
horrified expressions on their bodies.
The horror.
Yeah, the portal to the abyss just dissipates, and there's just a burning tent with people.
Just a casual portal to the abyss.
You know.
That tent is most certainly lit.
Orion will turn from his chimera form into his normal form, sort of walk over and go, you know something about a body that needs burning?
Shaw was still pointing to the burning tent.
Zergo.
No, not the burning tent.
Actually, no, yeah, Zergo will come out of the tent and just toss Nadine's body out into the open. Just
burn that.
He will turn into a chimera and use his fire breath.
Get that, and that'll give you
Sounds good to me.
And
reslect that.
Your village grows, and every time you upgrade,
you watch
you're
as
gonna get more
Bingley's
stars
form
per turn,
is encased
and you're
in
going to be
flame
able to
and
increase
just
your amount of area
slowly
that you take up, which
burns
gives you
away to
more
ash.
area to
Shaw
Feel
pounds.
that.
Joke's on all of us.
to
They know true
destroy
resurrection.
my village. And so
I
the goal of Mike
fucking
is
hope not.
to own all the areas and dump.
Shaw pounds that they didn't put her in their burning tent.
He's beautiful.
I need it. I'd eat that.
You could eat off those abs.
That's a nice steak. you
Print it
got
out on a
there.
piece of paper.
I
and
could
then use
sharpen
it
a
as
knife on
paper.
those abs.
So you all are just sort of standing around.
Oh yeah, the blacksmith. You should probably do something about
We
him.
forgot about him.
No, we didn't. We got him. He's
No, he left. Yeah,
He left.
Oh, that's
went
right.
back to
Okay.
town.
He had
He
absconded.
did it.
Oh yeah, we got him out of there.
That?
Strewn on the
I'm
ground
surprised
with
you're not
bodies
mad.
of various Tearstone guards, those weird masked individuals.
About what? Letting the blacksmith?
No,
can
he's the one that was
I
supposed to tell us where the
investigate
wizard
one of
man
the
was.
masked
I figured we were just
individuals.
meeting him back. I was also
Haven't
kind of busy.
Seen them
Yeah.
before.
You do not recognize them.
Yes, I don't, which is what concerns me. So I'm gonna give them a look-see.
Okay, do you want to do anything to take the mask off, or?
Yeah, I'll start by taking the mask off.
Yeah, well, taking the
You
mask
gotta
off,
take
you
a
realize
roll just by moving
none
on
of their
forward.
skin was visible before.
Uh-huh.
You take the mask off, and behind it is a red-skinned face with
Ew.
a sort of pinched goblinoid nose.
What is this, Marvel?
And sort of toothed
I was
mouth.
thinking the same
Is
thing.
he going to lead me to a treasure that others cannot obtain? That he cannot
It
obtain?
is not. It does not look skeletal. No.
When,
That is
when,
my
you,
job.
when your bald barber cuts your hair, I lead others to a treasure I
Right.
cannot obtain.
Yeah, it looks more like a spine ripper, but more human-sized and red-skinned instead of green.
Oh, good. That's what Spine Ripper needed, was to be bigger.
Gerald is going to slowly put the mask back on.
And you would probably, I mean, they're pretty well-known creatures that you know that this is a hobgoblin.
I was gonna say, should Shava be the one that...
Gerald will look at it and go,
Ethan.
ugly.
You mean like this?
Oh no! Who cast enlarge on the goblin?
Yes, large spine. A large
Please, no.
goblin.
It's more like spine ripper, but longer. It's
Oh.
long boy.
Okay, so you mean like...
We don't need another
A
guess.
lanky goblin.
I need to know this.
But yeah, this is sort of a hobgoblin in fatigue.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, like long gone.
Exactly.
Well, that's just silly.
No, that's just silly.
No,
Christ.
that's realistic. That's canon.
That's how it works.
Long Spine Ripper will be in the Spaghetti Arms
Canon, we don't have an
universe.
artificer.
But,
We had one.
Upon that, I
Oh, that was a
will.
Had.
I'm gonna search the bodies, see if there's anything on
Okay.
them.
It is. Are you going to?
After he's done searching each body, Shava's gonna take the body and throw it into the burning tent. It's like, alright, we're done with this now.
They are.
Time for spring cleaning.
Yes,
Please
The
tell me
bodies
we're
are
not
pretty
ripping up
light.
beans.
Besides their simple, armor, they mostly just have darts on them. It
Okay.
seemed that, and you recall that they fought mostly unarmed
True.
and also teleported a bunch.
True.
Right behind you.
Yes.
Right
Nothing
behind
personal.
you.
Nothing person. Oh, you beat me to it.
Okay.
Nothing
Then
personnel.
tossing them in the fire.
They burn good.
They burn good.
They done burn good, Cletus.
Oh no.
Not Cletus.
Cleet, them no good hobgoblins be eating the corn again.
Oh, well, goddamn. Let me get the fireball buck again. Damn scarecrow ain't doing his job.
So what would you all like to do?
I think we should head back
I
to town
want to
and find
make
the
my way back
blacksmith
to
again.
town, and it's time to question that fucking blacksmith.
Finally.
Find the black.
Because I'm the one who said, we don't need to do this stupid fetch quest. But everyone's like, no, let's do it. And then we got fucking fireballed.
To be fair, you did-
Yes, but we
We don't
found
need to do
found
this.
Gerald.
we
and
found Gerald.
James.
We found my dad. We killed some dangerous ladies, which is nice. So
And
I would
frightening.
consider it a bonus, despite
And you burned their
the other
bodies.
A net
in a horrible
positive.
waste.
net positive.
Shava,
It's not exactly negative that we found Gerald.
Right.
Is there any more to that?
No, just glances at Cass's father.
Just
I don't really care about him.
Oh.
Gerald blinks next to Cass's father. Am I supposed to say something?
No, you're fine.
Another good thing that came out of this was that Shava got to see Cass in her true form.
Oh god, you
Glass of
king
water.
horn
Oh, wait, no,
dog.
that's different.
Yes.
Sorry? Yes.
Is it coming here? Or you going to pick it
It's
up?
coming
It's
here.
coming here.
Okay.
I didn't realize that that was a thing.
Oh yeah, pickup. Almost nobody does it.
Anyway,
Pick up
so
My dad. He's the
Well,
only one I
no,
know that
pickup's
does it.
cheaper.
It is.
Because you don't have to worry about tipping a driver because you didn't have to use up their time.
Yep.
The trip back to town is uneventful. You make your way back. You can go back to the blacksmith's. As you open the door, you see him just sort
Not
of.
just open. I'm kicking the fucking door in.
Yeah.
I've had it. I'm just gonna kick in the door. You owe us some goddamn answers.
I mean, I'll take.
We got your stupid ring.
You did.
Zorgo, it's not his
We
fault.
almost answers.
Do I need to
Well,
put
what do
her
you want to know?
Where's the fucking mage?
I will take you right to him. From what just happened, I think the less time I spend with you, the better it is for my health.
Outside, Gerald. Hey, Shava. Look what I can do. Flame off. Flame on. Flame off. Flame on.
Please don't damage my establishment anymore than it's
Pretty
already
neat,
been.
right?
You see the giant hole that the giants made, and then all the fire damage.
Gerald is going. So he's going to slam through the wall.
What wall?
Not use the door.
Burn down.
Whatever wall is still standing, he's going to push him through it. So like half of his torso is coming through. May I do that?
You want to like break the wall?
Yes.
Make an athletics check.
He's breaking the fourth wall.
Oh god.
You insinuate there's a first, second, or third left standing.
That's gonna be 16 plus 7.
Yeah, I mean it's damaged already.
So
Let's just hope it doesn't collapse.
He's going to break halfway through the wall with his head and his torso and his arms. What did you say about your house? I didn't hear.
I'm just gonna look at him and then slowly just point to the hole the giants left.
Oh, that is a big hole. Did my wife do that?
Yes.
Oh. I apologize that my wife left a big gaping hole in your home.
She's not your wife,
And I
Jared.
apologize that I left a small gaping hole in your home.
Please,
But nothing will heal the gaping hole in my heart.
What?
just come with me, please.
Okay.
Zorgo looks at Gerald.
What? How do you make the border bigger?
You'll be able to do that eventually once you.
So, are you all going with the...
Yes.
Did Zorgo have
Yes.
anything else you wanted to say?
Once you
Fucking finally,
Once you roughly
Where is it
population
going?
enough, you'll get that out.
Why is my phone?
You want to put the guy.
Oh, mine also just went off.
You want to put him on there, and you leave
Oh,
him on
where
there
is
for.
the-
Oh, it's on Discord. It's
Got it. Well,
Oh,
it was
it's
just
Discord.
Doesn't
it's
basically
Rebecca
trace over
specifically.
Yep.
You were probably going for a room.
She wants me to put our characters over it.
You all make your way. He leads you into a sort of the woods.
Your options.
Never
choose explorer.
And you sort of wander through a bunch of.
Cass.
Her Cass is on top. Sorry, go ahead, keep going.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just distracting.
It is distracting because it's sexy.
You make your way through a bunch of trees and such. He leads you off the path, into some nearby undergrowth, and he sort of scrapes some of it aside, and you see that there's sort of an engraved circle in the ground.
Okay.
He sort of gestures to all of you to come stand in it.
Can I identify it? I want to identify it.
Just with an Arcana check or identify.
This is
Arcana check,
weird.
identify.
Sure.
I don't think he knows us. Identify.
Shabbat knows identify.
Oh, does
It's
she?
just
Yeah.
ritual casting.
Yeah, I don't think.
I can do it on command. Yeah,
Well, you can do it
Shab was just curious
with 10
about
minutes.
new magics.
Sure. Arcana check.
Shava's like, does this do fire?
Does this do fire? I only got like what is it? Arcana. I only got 12.
12. You're not. It's hard to tell from the runes are kind of small. And
Can I do an Arcana check?
Are you trained in Arcana?
Fuck no.
Then no.
Can I do one anyway?
Sure.
Oh no.
What did you get?
4.
4 plus 0.
Jesus.
So
You're You're pretty sure it's magic.
I thought you were gonna go soap.
Pretty sure it's not
pretty
soap.
sure it's not soap.
Shaman just, is it fire? No? I don't care.
Is this soap?
You're pretty sure it's not soap.
I think it might be soap.
Oh, that was the best.
The first session.
I want to find
That was when.
Stares at Kenku with blue feathers. I'm pretty sure it's not soap.
Yup. Anyway.
That was during his I go left phase.
Do you all?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you all stand in the circle?
Sure.
Why not?
All right. The dwarf, Rurik, looks around, checks that all of you are inside, clears his throat, and says, "Betrayal."
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
You wouldn't be completely off base.
Pentakill.
Oh, what? Did somebody say TPK?
There's a Tearstones, send their guy now. Yeah.
Alright, now cast Meteor Shower.
Meteor Swarm. Yeah, he says, "Forgive my intrusion into your privacy." And then you are no longer there.
Oh.
Pentakill.
You looking around your surroundings, you are now, it appears, in some sort of study, some large study. It is cluttered. There are papers on the floor. There are books strewn about.
Oh, good thing Spinerook not here.
Bookcases that have no real discernible sorting mechanism for how things are displayed. And in the middle of it all, you see.
I see what you were saying.
Coming into view, you see the wizard that you saw previously up near the ruined city, with his black robes with yellow trim.
Is it Gasmaster?
It is that one. Yes.
Oh.
He looks and sees Rurik and says, "Oh, you have my." And then he looks around and sees the rest of you and goes, "Oh."
Hello!
Hello,
Shava?
Mr. Toot and Scoot. We have some words to share with you.
Shava looks around at all the papers and books and just picks one up and starts reading.
The notes are nigh indecipherable, just because you know how, if you know programming at all, you know, like, when you write programming and don't comment it, and, like, it's near impossible for someone else to figure it out. That's basically what this is.
Joe is going to take one of the books and lick the cover.
Rurik will
That's not even
hold up
Zorgo,
the
that's me.
band of metal.
No, not Zergo.
Say,
No, I know. No, I'm just looking at you like, what?
He'll say, delivery, whereupon they just say, "Oh, thank you, just put it down somewhere." The dwarf says, I'm just gonna... And he just sort of walks backward, and... Yeah.
Bye! Don't forget to write!
So, what's your malfunction?
Well, sometimes I try
Not you, Gerald.
Okay.
5 minutes.
No, I am babysitting you with him because you have a bad habit of cutting off pieces of people when
Are
you're
you
mad.
going to cut off his hands? I like it when you do that.
I did it once, and the guy deserved it.
You also cut a tongue out, so I'm babysitting.
He sold out his whole fucking town.
I am babysitting this.
That man let a siege happen on my hometown. Yeah, he lost his fucking tongue.
We need to at least get information from him first before...
I'm not cutting out his tongue! Fuck's sake!
Yes,
Shava's reading.
Please don't cut out my tongue, thank you.
Answer her questions or I'll cut something worse off.
Look...
Are you going to cut off his dick?
He says, look, I want to be clear that it was nothing personal.
We know.
Oh.
We want to find someone else.
Hardcore don't care.
You see his eyes sort of dart to the side and looking at somewhere at one of his shelves.
But we don't want you to lie about it.
Yeah.
Shava sees this and immediately runs to the shelf.
Well, he will sort of move to intercept and sort of stand in the way. You see that what it is?
Pizza.
Who's paying for it?
Oh, excellent. Me. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Nice.
He likes to do that.
You see where he's looking on the
I'd
shelf.
be more inclined to fight.
There's
I spent a lot of money on Christmas gifts.
band that you remember he was wearing
He's
last
nice
time
like
you
that.
encountered him.
Oh,
The pilot makes more than a cashier,
It
I'll
would
tell you
seem,
that.
based on
Yes.
empirical evidence.
And
yes.
I swear to God, if you teleport out of here, we will find you and kill you that time.
Don't
Throw another
threats
cat.
to a minimum, and we'll talk.
Or
Shava's
keep
ready.
your
I
high
already
horse
said
to
I'm gonna
yourself.
keep my eye on the guy who might cut your limbs off,
Do I
so
put this in the
that
kitchen?
should
You
be
have
Does
to-
that seem appropriate?
You have
Yeah.
to understand my priorities here. I value my survival
What's your dad's
above.
name?
Good for you.
Oh, is he there?
Oh yeah, well Orion's here.
I barely remember what my dad's
His name was
is.
Rowan. It was Rowan.
We're looking for Rowan,
Rowan.
the man with the lizard eyes.
He
was
gave me
in
so
red,
much trauma,
right?
I forgot what his name was.
Oh.
Right, he was the one in
Tried
red.
to lock it
the
out.
red. He says, "Oh,
Yeah, your boyfriend was the blue one. He died.
interesting."
My boyfriend? Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
that-
boyfriend.
he says, so that must have been his name. I see.
He didn't tell you his name.
Well, no, it's complicated. He's not who he was.
Pizza, go get it.
Apparently not.
We're hang on. We're gonna pause.
Pause for pizza.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you brought up the red-robed individual who was described as Rowan.
Yes.
Yeah, he goes, so, that one, I believe, is not the original owner of that body. You see, you probably noticed he was carrying an object, yes? An orb.
I
Was
vaguely
he? I didn't
remember an
notice.
orb thing in his hand.
You did know it. You did see back when you encountered him that he was carrying a large-ish red orb.
Okay.
As I understand it, that orb contains the spirit of a very old and powerful dragon
Oh.
Oh.
that apparently had been attempting to take control of the host body for a while, according to it. And so I don't know.
Okay.
So I don't know him as Rowan. I know I assume that was the name before that happened.
So Ivy's dad is possessed by an old dragon.
And
I don't know what's going on.
so you don't like your
What-
dad?
Was this before or after he kills my mom?
I don't know.
Oh my God! You have a mom?
Yes, and
Not
she's dead
anymore.
now. My dad stabbed him, I think. I don't know. I was too busy running out of the
Stabbed
house.
her.
You're starting
That's
to
so
him.
sad.
sound... Careful, you're starting to sound like Sylvia.
I didn't.
We don't need the
know.
race issue in this.
I didn't know that someone stabbed your mom.
Yeah, she's dead.
Can I stab the person that stabbed your mom?
Well, considering I don't like my dad, I mean, it's fair game.
Well, what if
I
he-
want
what
to
if this
stab
dragon-
him.
I mean,
Get in
it's
line.
been so long ago. I don't know if he was reptilian-like when this happened.
So then let's figure it out.
Your dad is a lizard man.
He still killed my mom.
I'm
Well,
not
then
sure
we get
how
rid
long.
of the dragon.
I honestly don't know if his name is Morathraxis is the dragon's name. I don't know if he knows the exact time frame in which it happened.
That's a fucking yikes name if I've ever heard one.
He's-
Jesus.
Trying hard much.
He's old. He's old enough that the years start to blur together.
So he's senile.
Okay.
I wouldn't call him that.
Just right up to his
I
face.
am
He's-
definitely going to call him that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm just so confused, guys.
I am going to walk up to this individual and say, "You senile mom stabber."
He
Sounds fair to me.
If you object to the name, you could use one of his other titles: the Phoenix of Ash, the Blazing Apex.
Senile bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gerald on this
Shava's
one.
gonna.
I'm just gonna call him the dead man.
Shava's still reading, just kind of like, sounds like my shirt.
So much better. Okay, now
Was that all you wanted to know? Is there anything?
Do you know his whereabouts?
He does.
can you contact him for a favor? I know that's what you guys do.
Truth be told, him in particular, I prefer to avoid interacting with if possible.
I don't blame you, but we need to find him.
He sort of wanders, as I understand it. I'm not sure if he may have had a lair at one point, but it's probably a long time ago.
Okay. But we still need to
Where's
find
the last
him.
location you know of?
Do you know
Well,
if there's anybody that does keep in regular contact with him?
the last time I was in contact with him was when I met you. After that, we teleported out here, and he went his own way.
And there's no one you can ask for his whereabouts?
I prefer to avoid him when possible. I believe I mentioned this.
I mean,
I know you
might...
avoid him, but do you know anyone who doesn't, is my question.
Well, I mean, you might want to sing a different tune, or else you're going to have to start avoiding us.
Yeah, we've got a guy
Hold
here.
on, what necromancer?
Well, I'm going thinking of the other members of our group and those who have.
Shava's just like, that are still alive.
I mean, do you know how our group is structured, or
Vaguely, yes.
I have no idea what's going on.
Don't listen to him.
We have one member for each school of magic. That is the rough way in which we are structured. So our necromancer is more or less our second in command, and also the highest ranking member that the rest of us ever have contact with.
Okay, so
We
he
never
would
see.
know.
Our leader we never really see.
Does that mean that I can be the leader of your group?
No,
You're not.
Why not?
because our leader exists.
What if I kill him and take his place?
Good luck. We don't know. None of us know his whereabouts.
Come on, I can be cool.
I don't think that's the point, Gerald.
But I have a sword. It does fire things.
They're all magician motherfuckers. You're not.
I can
that.
do a great magic trick. Watch my thumb.
Our diviner and
Gerald.
It's gone.
Gerald, we've all seen it before.
What?
No!
Gerald, you've been doing that one for months.
Oh. I'm a one-trick pony.
You can learn other ones.
We know, buddy.
he goes, at any rate, our diviner or enchanter wouldn't know his whereabouts. Both of those are stationed and pretty much don't leave Balstrad and New Theronfall, respectively.
That's not helping us.
New Theronfall? I know that place.
Balstrad, you say?
Yes, I actually haven't met the diviner. I believe they're undercover.
You wouldn't happen to know the alias they're using, would you?
No.
It might be good for you. It might be healthy if you did remember.
As for the enchanter, I believe she's heads some sort of program up in New Theronfall. I don't know the details.
Oh no.
Do you know what he's talking about?
What is he
No.
talking-
Gerald is going to walk over to a bookshelf and kind of fall on it, crack the shelf a little bit.
Please tell me.
Oh no!
Please tell me it's not one of the dangerous ladies. I swear to God.
No, it's worse.
Worse?
What do you
Oh no!
How is it worse?
Oh no!
Is it your actual wife?
What? No, not my wife.
Is it your mom?
Well, you may have encountered them out in the field. They
one just recently.
They have a tactic. They don't talk, covered in all the weird tattooy
The
things.
fireball guys?
They like to
Fireball guys.
nuke things from orbit with fire. Yeah, she might be making those.
Fuck!
Oh, well, that's something we're gonna have to put a stop to.
That's
You're
not
gonna
good.
need a new enchanter.
I'll keep that in in mind.
I'll keep that in mind.
Look at her. Look how she...
Possibly a new diviner.
So
Look,
much more texture.
I can tap into my contacts, try and figure out where he is right now.
Like I said, for your own personal health, I'd look hard.
Yes. He'll give me some time. I will do my best. Now that you know where I live.
That doesn't count for much when you could just leave.
Well, true.
Yeah, Shava points to the circle.
He will attempt to go and collect that. Do any of you stop him?
Shava will use Dimension Door.
Collect
To do
what?
what?
To go get it before he does.
I think you used both of your spell slots.
Did I?
Yeah, in the fight.
Can I
You
just-
haven't short rested.
I thought I used only one. I have to look at it online though.
You only, well, considering you have two, it doesn't. I think you dimension door to free yourself from
Oh, that's
restraints.
right. Yeah, and then I did Hunger Bar, obviously.
Can
So
I
yeah,
just
never
grab
mind.
it before him?
He's closer to it than you. Would you like to try and get to
I
it
don't see,
faster?
like, spells
I
like
can
that.
get
In front
to
of
it
me? Can I
faster.
just grab him
It's on
and
the back.
pull him backwards before he grabs
It's
it?
sort of like you're here, he's here, circlets
Sorry,
kind of
I
there.
ruined it.
I can.
So I could grab him.
There's
You could try,
spells
yeah.
or-
I move faster. I could get it.
Tag team?
Mage hand! Fucking mage hand
Okay.
it!
Between
Oh,
all
okay.
of you, you can get it before him.
We just tackle him.
So I'm not mage handing it, okay.
No,
I'm
mage
just
handed.
standing there
I'll maintain
nervously.
him too. screw it.
I think we'll give you this
Mine.
thing you want when you give us something we want. I went through a lot of trouble to get this back, and if you don't give us what we want, I'll sick my wife on you. My other wife.
My other one.
Your fiancé,
That's the giant,
Gerald.
right?
Yes, I don't know where the original one is.
She's
well, I wanna
technically
make
your
sure.
fiancé. You haven't married her yet,
Oh
right?
god, am I endowing in polygamy?
Just
Yes.
a little bit.
I hope
Oh
not.
no.
We don't have room for your other wife.
What? She's nice. She cooks cow real good.
You'll
Whole
get the circle
cow.
when you get us the information.
Are you manicuring her nails?
We didn't
No.
go through all of this to get stonewalled by you.
I'll see what I can do. At this point,
Does Shava find anything interesting in the books?
it's a lot of notes about sort of designs for various spells, magic items, a lot of conjuration-based stuff. But at this point, as you're talking at Zergo, you hear a voice in your head.
Okay.
It's one you vaguely recognize as that of Norin.
And
The Bolstred council member.
The diviner.
She,
God damn it.
she sort of speaking clearly says,
I'm sorry, but just Zergo stares into the darkness. It stares back and says end tables.
But you hear her voice say, "Message from Harland. Balstrad in crisis. Tearstone
God
army
damn it.
approaching. Need your help.
What the fuck?
Meet at Gallon's. Exile is temporarily suspended. How soon can you be here?"
Well, no one else hears this except him.
Correct.
Yeah.
Guys, we're leaving.
We're leaving.
Why are we leaving?
Somebody say fireball. dude.
Shava's like
The
surrounded by
Tearstones are
books.
moving in on Balstrad. I'm leaving. You all can come if you want.
Didn't we take care of this problem?
No,
I
we
thought-
delayed it and got rid of the snitch. Apparently, they've decided to just move in full force.
Oh, god
My
damn it.
father does like to move fast, and he doesn't
Gerald,
like being delayed.
We should bring some
Gerald, these are
freaking
your
reinforcements
people.
if they're
You should
bringing
do
an entire
something.
army.
Well, we're gonna have the entire
I
city.
mean,
Yeah, but...
they're not my people. They kicked me out, exiled me, and stripped me of all my rights, titles, and privileges.
So you want to kill them?
You should at least try to get them to stop.
They
us.
also took my wife, I presume.
Okay, so use that anger.
So let's kill them.
I don't have anger for that. I'm anger for the lack of soap. The giants, they had no soap. They didn't even bathe. Good God.
I'm just gonna take the circle out of whichever mage hand is holding it and just go in the fucking teleportation circle.
I'm going with them!
Okay.
Grab it.
Are you so you're just yoinking that basically?
Yep.
Yeah, just keep it with me.
Alright. Are the rest of you joining him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sean's got nothing better to do.
Alright.
She's like,
Oh, before we
I've
leave,
she's like
I'm
a
gonna.
hoard of books.
Yeah.
We're gonna be back.
He nods nervously.
Don't pull
Gerald?
any shit.
Gerald will point to the little circlet you have. Could I wear that?
No. Not right now.
It would go nice with my Minotaur pelt.
So that does require attunement.
What does it do?
Well, okay.
Does it do anything? I thought it wasn't enchanted yet.
Wait, were you taking the...
Circlet.
Yeah, the circlet.
He hadn't enchanted it yet. The whole point was it was forged to
Oh,
hold
you
an
took
enchantment.
that one.
Yeah, the one he wanted.
Okay. I thought you were taking the one he was looking at, which was the...
Yeah, the one he was looking at was the one we grabbed, which was the
Wait,
one
it was
we
a
just
different
took
one?
around.
No,
Yeah.
remember, when you encountered him previously, he was wearing something that it seemed to use to teleport.
Oh!
Yeah, we're not talking about that one.
Fuck it, we'll take that one. We'll take them both. Eat ass. Now he can't teleport. Fuck you. We'll take that one
But I'm not-
and the original.
That was
I'm not
point.
handing the teleport one to Gerald.
Oh, come on.
I'm handing the teleport one to Cass.
Okay.
Do you know how...
Puts it on my
Do
head.
you know how amazing
Ah!
teleport Gerald would be?
It would be, but we have to have more than one big
Wait,
cannon.
no, I need that.
Why?
Actually,
If I
it'd
need
be
to
good for
escape
Ivy.
danger.
Yeah.
You already.
Why don't we give it
I'm
to
a
the danger?
no,
Why don't we give it to the danger prone one?
Yeah,
I'll
give
give it to you
don't
if we
even
really
know
need
Put
how
her
it
to.
goes
behind-
yet.
Put her behind
You
Gerald.
don't even know how it works yet.
Why don't you...
True.
Shaw will figure it out.
Yeah, no, I was handing Gerald the unenchanted one.
Right.
His wedding ring.
The blacksmith one, yeah.
Yeah.
The wedding
He'll,
ring.
he'll just wear that on his
The
neck.
ex-wedding ring.
Mm-hmm.
So who has it now, Shava?
What? You'd wear a circlet on
well,
Or
your
do I still have the circlet
Oh, then he's gonna wear it on
thing?
his head. Fuck it.
Well, who do
Does
you...
detect
Compliments
magic
his
allow
head.
me to
They
figure
said
out
they wanted me to have it, but then Rebecca was
that
like,
would be identified.
Then I handed it to you. You want to hand it to Ivy.
You
Go
already
ahead.
have an Ivy
You do. It's
crow
on the
thing.
back of your...
True. I can't get rid of
You-
that.
Why did I get that?
It's a ritual.
I can't get rid of it. It's
Oh.
sticking in my brain.
Give
Help.
it to
It's grown
Gerald.
into my hair.
They're rooted into my
No, it's
brain.
mine.
If you give me 10 minutes, I can
Come
figure
The
on.
out
last
what it
thing
is.
you need is to fucking jump around everywhere.
I'm leaving.
Yes, that'd be great.
You're
Spend 10 minutes if you
Do
want.
you know how
I'm out of
yeah,
here.
you can sneak?
Yeah, no, it would be great because I could get behind people.
Yeah, and then you could literally
So do you
just
want-
have fucking damage.
do you
I'll
want to take
take
10
yes.
minutes?
We don't even know what it is yet. Let me figure it out first.
Alright,
Okay, you
fine.
figure it
We'll
out,
let
but I
Shava
want it.
figure it out.
Shava will do the ritual to figure it out.
Okay. 10 minutes go by. And
She
you're-
does a dance.
yeah. Weird ritual.
Okay.
Weird ritual shit.
Weird ritual.
Or steamed hams fall from the sky.
Oh my god, they look so much
Technically
better.
11 minutes because it's 10 minutes
Look
plus
at
the original
these
casting
shiny
time.
children. They're so good.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
this is a helm of teleportation.
Oh, come on.
It has 3 charges, and while wearing it, if you're attuned, you can use an action and expend 1 charge to cast the teleport spell from it. And it regains 1d3 charges
I
at
want
dawn.
it. I
Oh.
can teleport behind people and backstab them.
Teleporting behind
Or
people
tell them nothing.
might be a bit of a waste of its power.
I was gonna
and
say, how does teleport work?
Teleport is not... You're thinking of something like Dimension Door or Misty Step.
Oh, okay.
Teleport's more heavy duty.
So what does teleport do?
Teleport
Is
is...
it more distance?
Go.
Oh, okay. Then give it to
So,
the
teleport.
squishy.
This spell instantly
You
transports...
trust her to go somewhere where we can find her again?
Instantly transports you and up to 8 willing creatures of your choice that you
Oh.
can see within range,
Oh.
or a single object you can see within range, to a destination you select. If you target an object that must be able to fit entirely inside a 10-foot cube, and it can't be held or carried by an unwilling creature. The destination you choose must be known to you, and it must be on the same plane of existence as you.
Wait, so why don't we give that?
Shava puts it on her head and immediately takes the entire party to...
No, why don't we give it to Zergo to start, and he can take us all to Ball Street?
I was going to say, but Shava's going to put her on her head and then take us all to Ball Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Because, well, here's the thing. No, we can pass that between
What looks
party
better?
members.
Well, it requires attunement.
Right.
I mean, you can pass it, it's just a little inconvenient to attune to... Because attunement takes an hour every time.
Right, but if we need to go somewhere, like say we need to warp to New Therenfall, give it to Gerald, let
Sure.
him attune to it,
Yeah.
warp.
Sure, well, in cases like
In
that,
front of
yeah.
or behind?
But currently, I mean, all of you except Gerald are kind of familiar with Balstrad.
Yes, so it doesn't matter who wears it, we'll warp to Balstrad.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch!
So yeah, well, actually, Zergo left, so we have to
Are you
catch
making
up back
warp
with
noises?
What?
Are you making warp noises?
So yeah, So
I ain't got time for weird ritual shit.
Yeah, Shava stands up for a weird ritual shit, grabs the circlet, puts it on her head, and runs after Zergo. It's like, I can teleport us there now!
So, would you like to attune to it?
Yeah. So we wait. We'll have to wait an hour, but then we immediately teleport to Bolster.
So you can basically short rest.
We might as well short rest because we still have damage from. I still have damage from the fight. Anyway.
I think I had like 3.
I have 10 points of damage still on me.
Interesting point. Shava, you have 3 attuned items already, which is the max.
Give it to Gerald.
Yeah, you have the habit.
Give it to. Well, you can't get us to Balstrad.
We'll give it to Zergo then.
Zergo or Cass.
Zergo.
Yeah, you have the hat of disguise, the rod of the pack.
Sure, give it to Cass.
Doll.
Oh, fuck the talking doll!
I'll take it. I only have one attuned item.
Would you
That's
want
Dagger
to
of Warning.
unattune the talking?
I don't use it!
I'll take
When was
it.
the last
Why don't you just unattune the doll and then take the circlet?
I was about to say that.
Yeah,
Okay,
do
you
that.
want to do that?
Yeah, here,
Alright.
Cass, you can have my doll.
I don't want your doll.
It's yours now.
It's yours.
Your doll's freaky. I don't like
I'll
it.
keep it in your inventory for now, just unattuned.
I don't use the doll.
Just like shoves it in my pocket.
Like, hey, I can just imagine her like reaching up and it's like, hey, Cass, here.
Okay.
Shoves in pocket.
I mean, you would. Yeah, you would have to reach up.
You've unlocked fast travel.
Finally! Jesus! We're only 2 years into the game.
1.5.
1.5.
So, do the rest of you want to spend your hit dice and whatnot?
I did one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only have 3 points of damage, right? So
I'll spend one more.
Okay.
I think I'll pass.
And that'll put me back to full, thankfully. Lucky rolls.
Can you
So
check,
another
can you
po-
check that for me?
I have you currently at 47 out of 52 hit points.
47, I thought 49.
You've unlocked fast travel.
3 times per long rest.
So another thing you know about the teleport spell, if you have an object, taken from the desired destination within the last 6 months, that also increases the accuracy of the spell. Teleport can be a little unpredictable.
Do we have an object taken from the Balstrad?
Oh, we used to have Nadine's.
Oh, yeah, him.
Yeah.
Object, not creature.
Anything you literally own is from Boston.
Most of it. A
Then pick
good
something.
chunk of the stuff that I own.
Do I
is
still
from
have my...
Balstrad.
I
I do still have my Morning Star, which I started with. So
If we had
that's
Green
from Balstrad.
Bean, we could. Well, no, wait. Nadine's
Green-
ears.
Wait, do one of you guys
Green
have the wanted
Bean.
poster?
Yeah.
One of you guys holding one of the wanted
Well, I
posters? We
still
took
have
This
my
one
yes
had
body
it at one
fluids.
point, then gave it to this one. I don't know where it went after that.
Yeah, the wanted posters that you got from like the guard guard station.
If we're not going to count me, then yeah, we've
Yeah,
got wanted
that would-
posters.
I
would
think
do it.
Ivy had it last.
It's probably still in her inventory.
Stupid half health.
You've unlocked
Good
fast
half
travel.
Hey, you've unlocked more Chavo's racism.
More chocolate.
I don't think I have it actually.
It's just a joke.
One more,
It's not
you might not have
Fine,
added it to
maybe.
your inventory. Someone
A
has it,
baby.
and that's good enough for me.
Okay.
I'll just leave this here
I
for you.
still have that
Thank you.
lesser restoration spell,
Yeah.
which I really wish Sylvia had. Just
That'd be
saying.
nice.
Sylvia could use it.
At any rate, are we teleporting?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Where and
Now.
how specific are you being with where you're?
Guards.
Front
Fast
gate.
travel to
front
Balstrad.
gate.
Loading.
Front gate. Balstrad.
Loading.
No, I was going to do the guard station because
Oh.
Zergo, did you say that? No, you didn't say where we were why we were going.
He said
I mean-
that the Tearstones were.
Oh, we're
moving.
waiting
he
for an
Yeah,
hour. though, so
where
you
do we
tell
want to be in
Yeah, we were waiting for an
Balstrad?
hour
Who
anyway.
would
Guard.
Probably the guard station.
Guard
Okay, then the
station.
guard
Guard
station.
station.
Okay, you all teleport to the guard station. You immediately come into
How soon can you be there? Immediately.
Well, give me an hour.
which, by the way, it's possible to reply to the sending spell, which you.
Oh yeah. You just say.
You can say,
give
look
me
outside.
Give me an hour.
Well, one,
He didn't know.
I didn't really think to reply.
The
Zergo
moment.
didn't think to reply. 2, he didn't know what the circlet did. He didn't know we could teleport.
Also true. But yeah, you all appear in Balstrad, taking the familiar sights except for Gerald.
I don't know. Gerald's a pretty
Look at
familiar
all.
sight.
Wait. So what is Balstrad like? like
Who lives in-
terrain-wise? Because I think
Like a mid-sized city.
no. What's like the geographical like sand, desert,
It's
rainforest?
Geographic. I think it's like.
Plains-ish.
I think we agreed it was like out in the
Plains.
out in plains.
Plains-ish,
So
vague,
plains,
foresty areas
yeah.
every now
Yeah,
and
like
then.
plains
Okay,
near plateaus.
Yeah.
just wondering.
with surrounding farmland.
So the
Okay.
first
Yeah,
thing out of
lots of
Gerald's mouth
farmland.
is, "Who lives in this dump?"
Yeah, so Gerald looks around, looks at the guard station, looks at all the houses. Who lives in this dump?
And as you look around,
Oh, I am sorry.
looking around though, the city looks kind of significantly worse than last you were here.
God,
There's a lot more people on the streets, just sort of sitting around.
these people
I
should
don't
be
have my notes.
inside
What's
of
my
the
love
sea.
buddy's
What's
name?
gonna happen?
Emma.
Emma.
Who is that chick I fucked?
That sounds like Shava.
Classic.
It's in much worse repair. I mean, the guard station looks fine, but there's a lot more people out in the streets that you can see.
Shava looks for Emma.
Not
she was
now.
out.
Don't split up yet.
Not now.
You can look for your fuck buddy later.
Gerald will grab
That's
Shava.
not the most important
Now,
thing to
Shava.
do.
Now's not the time.
Shava, I don't know what you're doing, but you have that look in your eyes, and I don't like it.
Now is always the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna rap on the door of the guardhouse.
There's a
Okay.
time and a place for everything.
You
and
rap
not
on.
now.
You knock on the door.
Do I have to guard the door?
A few
now?
moments pass.
Yes.
A guard opens the door. Says, "Can I help?"
Where's Harlan?
Right to it.
She isn't in charge here anymore.
I beg your fucking pardon.
You're Zergo. It was the council voted her off after she didn't take you in.
Punch him! Punch him! Punch him!
Murder him!
I didn't ask if she was on the council. Ask where the hell she was.
I think. I don't know what. You remember in the sending, the sending included the phrase "meet at Gallons."
God damn
Yes! This is checking in.
Mm-hmm.
This is... We went to the guard station because that's where the posters were from.
Right.
This is checking in while we're here.
Yeah.
Then who the hell's in charge around here?
That would be. His name is Miles Clearview. He's the new captain.
Sounds like a wimp.
I'd never trust a man named Lawrence or Miles.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
trust your
sounds like
brother
you're
either.
worse off.
Shava's just thinking,
But I want
everybody's got
a
a clear
sword.
view.
Give me your sword.
Is there anything else I can help you?
No, you're doing a shit enough job.
Ooh, spicy.
And I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna head over to the arena.
Okay.
Goodbye, have a nice day.
Shava's right on Zergo's heels.
Are you still being held by Gerald?
No, yeah, I'm still holding you.
Because Shava's like, her legs are swinging in the air.
She's trying to move, but she's not going
I'm just
anywhere.
gonna glare daggers back and just like, I swear to Christ.
She's my friend!
We can
Oh.
check on her.
You have another friend? What kind of friend?
A fuck buddy.
Oh, Gerald will take Shava and just throw her on the ground.
Funny thing is, Zergo's literally just about to be like,
Oh no! Oh, they grow up so fast. What happened to you when I was gone?
I thought they were just holding hands.
they were in the hut.
No, they definitely.
Oh!
They were in the hut.
Personally, we watch it.
Shava just gets back up and starts running after Zergo.
I'm gonna grab her again, drag her along by her collar.
Gerald will walk up to Cass. Please tell me the goblin didn't watch.
The goblin couldn't. I don't know.
Goblin
was up there
see
for a
in,
while.
but he was-
Last he told us, I can't believe I'm bothering to worry about this right now. Last he told us, he went up and slapped his ass on it.
Yeah.
Oh
Shava was just like pouting. I can confirm.
The clap of his ass cheek was disturbing the fuck session.
Well, he could not see you. You could kind of see him.
As you make your way towards the arena, you see a gathered crowd of people, just generally in front of an official-looking building, just sort of clamoring and
Do I know what building
I
that is?
guess
Making
it was
clamor
us.
noises.
actually this would probably be the town hall. They're sort of protesting outside of the town hall.
Shama looks for Emma.
I'm dragging you by the collar.
I still
You're
look for
coming
Emma.
with us.
I'm just, doing
Yeah,
it.
we have you on a child leash.
Again! This is the second time, damn it.
And this time you're actually here for it.
And this time the one giving you walkies is not the completely timid one.
Yeah, and
I mean, Gerald can give Shava walkies.
Yeah, the
He's
last
a
time
little
it was Ivy.
disgusted at the moment.
I could use my thorn whip, but that would hurt. And I would honestly be afraid to see what her reaction would be.
She might
You
like
see-
it.
You see, a lot of them are holding signs that say things about food and some. It seems like something about prices being too high. You're not entirely sure, but they're all just sort of. It hasn't gone violent, but it looks like the crowd is in a foul mood.
I want to deal with that, but I've got more pressing. I'll come back to this. Put a pin in this.
Yep.
Put a pin in that. We'll come back to it.
As you pass by, you see an official-looking person, some sort of guard, come out of the town hall and try and get everyone to disperse, and get a lot of rocks thrown at him in response. But you kind of keep walking.
I'll also throw a rock.
We have some priorities at the moment.
Oh, he gets to throw a rock, but I can't look for my friend.
I get
No,
one
you
rock.
can't.
See, I can throw and walk, so I can.
I can look and walk. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just
Yeah, but where Roy Joe's tiny legs are just gonna.
I'm just gonna sit there and sulk.
You make your way to the arena. There's no match or anything going on at the moment, so it's pretty empty.
Straight to Gallon's office.
Shadow looks for Emma.
You don't see her at the moment. But yeah, you head to Gallon's office.
I freaking love that smirk.
What, this?
Yeah.
Opening the door, you see Galland and Harland having a discussion. You see the Dragonborn and Goliath, respectively.
We're here.
You look up and Harland goes, "Wow, that was fast."
We've got a teleporty thing.
I guess that'll do it.
Yes.
Our travel, it was fast.
Did she comment on the
Loading,
tearstone?
please.
Did she comment on the tearstone that just walked in?
They don't seem to recognize Gerald.
Well, yeah, he's never been there before.
Yeah,
I
They
don't
won't-
believe you openly have a crest. It's on your ring, right?
Yeah, but he's not wearing his ring. The only thing he has is he has the belt on.
And he's also not attacking anyone, so...
Yeah.
He's just standing there.
He has the belt on, but you'd have to look closely at the belt to see.
But yeah, Harlan. Yep.
What the hell is going on?
A lot's happened.
Yeah, I can see that.
What did they do this time?
I thought we took care of shit. What
No,
happened?
we took care of a rat before I had to get thrown out again.
Yeah,
Yes.
but we also fought some...
We took care of a rat.
Did he at
There's
least get
multiple.
exiled?
Oh, he is in prison.
Oh, good.
Thank
Which
freaking heck.
I should have realized something was up when there were no major hiccups with the trial, no meddling or anything. It was like they didn't care what happened to him.
The fuck? God damn it.
What happened?
Well, first of all, I'm unfortunately not on the council anymore.
Yeah, I heard
See
some
that.
guy named Miles took over.
Yeah, he's
Sounds
honestly
like a win.
he's well-meaning. I respect him for what he is, but he's green, and green is not what we need right now.
What?
Cass, it's not the time for the joke.
I'm not joking. I'm
Oh, by the way.
concerned that that was a racist
Oh,
statement.
You know what? I forgot to mention. Orion didn't come with you.
I was about to
I
ask.
honestly figured he left.
Yeah, I actually
I was
forgot.
about to ask if you're
Actually, totally forgot, but he was uncomfortable with the idea of going to a major city.
That's fine.
It's
We'll,
okay.
we'll come
So
back.
he's,
We'll
he's still
find
in the
him
mage's
again.
room. He's talking
We
to
have-
the mage.
Hey, Dad, can you keep an eye on this guy?
Yeah.
Turns into a chimera.
He said he was going to go on his own way, probably.
We'll find him again.
Yeah.
Someday.
You can go your
Comment.
own way.
But anyway, yeah. Harlan said.
He's a little green Zergo.
Yeah. Green as in...
Green. We don't need green right now.
Green as in new.
I wasn't gonna say it.
No, nobody Spiner on the council.
Hold on now.
Hold on now. What do you mean we're out of
He's
bread?
Tim, this inspector.
Someone disagrees with him, they
He's
just turns
Tim,
them
the
into bread.
council inspector.
Here's the thing. He's charismatic. He's good with people.
I don't care about him.
Okay, fine.
I want to know what the hell is happening to our city.
Well...
Outside of the Tearstones. Again.
Well, yes. Here's the thing.
Gerald will slowly go over to the corner, pull up a chair, face it towards the wall, sit down, stare at the corner. I'm sorry.
Not your fault,
So
Gerald.
you know how we've been supplying...
Sean, just
how we've been handling the food situation with the create food and water spell.
Yeah.
Well, soon after you left, there was a night where there was a string of assassinations in the clergy.
Oh!
We doubled security, and it tripled, honestly.
You kill one assassin, they send in two. Jesus.
We amped up security, but the damage was done. The council voted to raise prices on food, for supply and demand. Gallon says, I voted against.
It's a time of crisis. Why would they do that?
You have to understand, there wasn't enough food to go around. So they had to do something. My vote was for a more even distribution or rations.
No shit.
Unfortunately, the vote was not in that favor.
It was Aldrich, wasn't it?
Yes, he voted. He was one of the ones who voted for raising prices.
So wait, they voted you
That
off the council?
money grubbing bootlicker.
So wait, they voted you off the council because you voted against the ones?
No, they voted me off the council because I didn't take him in when he blatantly broke his exile.
Oh, sorry about that.
Why are you looking at Shava?
I looked because you looked.
Shava and Zergo just stare at each other all
Then, well, truth be told, I thought I called you in earlier, and this is the last thing. See, I thought I sent a message a while ago, but I went to Yen. I asked her to send a message, and I thought she did, and had no reason to doubt her, until she went missing a few nights ago.
Oh. No.
Who's Yen again?
Yen is the paper pusher on the council. She's a tiebreaker and for the most part just handles paperwork.
Wasn't she the one I was
secretary?
Yeah.
No,
that was her. Ivy was her. Remember, it was stopped being an animal. You've broken the curse. Thank you.
I remember that part.
Just caught as a rat. I was cursed. You've broken it. Thank you. I'll take my leave now.
So Yen's gone. Looks like we know why the Tearstones were so blasé about Phil's being ousted.
Great.
See my small
Two
little
rats.
What's all this about a diviner, too? The wizard was talking about.
That's pretty okay.
We met with a group of wizards.
It's the most
Apparently they have one for each school of magic and their diviner is stationed here. Do you know anyone who wears black robes with a specific colored trim?
Not necessarily,
So
but
how do you do that?
I think
You have to build
nation
your
was
tree
Yen's
right.
specialty.
No!
He's dying when we get back. This is the second time their fucking coalition has gotten in our way. He's dying.
Oh god. How am I going to explain this?
I want to kill the one in the tavern fall.
Oh, we'll get to that one.
I feel bad.
Shava's just like, already killed
I
mine.
don't
Your
think
parents
we've
are assholes.
met, actually.
Oh.
This is the friend we were looking for.
Hi.
This
Gerald's still in the
This
corner.
is
I'm an exiled prince.
Gerald
I
Tearstone.
Don't point
Oh.
that out right away.
he's not well liked by his family.
Well, maybe he can be an asset to us then.
He's
That's
a good
what
boy.
I'm thinking, and he, as you can see, replaced our bread inclined friend. They don't get along.
I see that. Well...
Whatever my family did, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault,
He's a
Gerald.
bit dumb, but he's nice.
That's also what your family is going to do. Their army's 3 or 4 days away, according to our scouts.
Oh, well, we're...
I feel like the game really here.
Is there any immediate problem
Well,
outside of the
I didn't see it.
There's unrest. We're worried about the situation inside the city as well as outside.
Right.
The less the guard has to worry about on the interior, the more they can focus on repelling the army. We also need to, if we can figure out more about the Tearstones' plan of attack, that would be useful.
Oh, I know about how they like to attack.
Okay.
Full assault.
Well, they start from the inside, they work their way out, they get rid
Well, I think they've done that part.
They get rid of all of your food, and then they do a full frontal assault.
So we're on schedule, is what you're saying.
They're going to start by nuking your gates from orbit, and then once your gates are blown down, they'll invade with a full frontal assault. They'll send the weak ones in first, send the medium ones in, send the heavies in, and then they'll send a general in to mop up the stragglers.
Was this about nuking from orbit? How do they do that? Siege weapons?
No, they use brainwashed mages that like to use fly and then throw fireballs down.
Flying mage sounds like it would be an easy target for our archers.
Well, that's your...
Until the fireballs start raining down.
Yeah, these are some serious fireballs. We're not...
We've already eaten one.
Yeah, I mean, there's the fireballs, and then there's the pillar of fire thing they do, and the firewall, and then the fire wave.
That's a lot of fire. We'll have to prepare for that.
They are entirely fire.
And,
Bring lots of water.
Shava brings out her decanter.
The main thing
Shava just like...
I'm ready.
The main thing that you should be concerned with is they do not take prisoners.
Just make sure you have plenty of healers. I can't be the only one.
You also need to target their priests.
The problem with
clerity's
that, like
dead.
I said,
The clerity's
we
dead.
lost a lot of clerics.
Well, I don't
Is there
know.
What
any
is,
neighboring
I'm
cities you
trying
guys
to
could have
heal
called for backup?
everybody.
That aren't already
How do you
conquered.
counter the mind vendors?
You get mine.
Really, they've gotten everybody.
That's really stupid.
They are down
They,
philosophy line.
From what we understand,
Wow.
they've taken this entire side of the continent,
God.
Oh,
Damn it!
God.
except for us.
Okay.
Wow.
Gerald, if their rat did what they needed to do from inside, would they hang around at all?
Probably not. They'd move on to another operation.
But they just said there's no more operation. Balster seems to be the last place.
Well,
Well,
but
that's
that's
what
the
I
thing.
say.
You see, when you're filling a glass, you start at the bottom until it gets to the halfway point. And when it's at the halfway point, you keep filling it until it overflows.
Yeah.
And let
then
me
you
tell
sip
you,
the top.
my father will want it to overflow. He's not gonna stop.
So you don't think the rat would have stuck around?
Doubtful.
Well, considering Yen disappeared, I say that tracks.
So wait, is this order of wizards
Hold.
working for the Tearstones?
Is still in custody?
Hmm?
Is still alive?
As far as I know, yes.
I mean, if you want...
Well, that's one rat we can question.
If you want my opinion on your best option, leave.
And go where? This is a city. You understand? This population can't just up and...
And even if they did, if everything around here is controlled by Tearstones, they'll be slaughtered.
I don't have a better option for you. Unless you want to go kill Sigmund.
That's your father, right?
Yes.
That might cause other problems, though.
I don't
That
know
might
about
be
causing
an
other
issue.
problems. I don't know if we'd survive that.
Yeah.
That's like assassinating a king pretty much at this point. He's
Exactly.
taking over a continent.
There'd be a lot of people going after us.
I mean...
I don't know about
don't
that.
have many options
You cut a
for
Hydra off at the head. It's... I don't know.
There's still gonna
If,
have
how
them.
many people would go after us if we killed your father? How much other family do you have?
Good analogy.
I mean, it's not so much the family,
Which cell
it's
still being
so
held? I'm
much
gonna
so
start
who
there.
Sigmund likes
If
to
nobody's got a
surround
better
himself
idea.
with. There's my brother,
There's not much
there's
else we
the
can
elite
do
guard.
Then try to
Sigmund himself is
relieve
not
the guards.
a fun one. I mean, he does have that hammer that shoots lightning and flies around. What?
Did you really base your father off of Thor?
No, that's just how his weapon turned out.
What the fuck are we gonna do?
I mean, he's a fucking madman. And also, Thor's hammer is that little thing. No, dude's got a fucking war maul.
Thor's hammer is technically in D&D.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, you need to
there
have
no
like gauntlets
way
of giant
we
strength
can
and a belt of the champions to
interfere
hold it.
with the oncoming shitfest?
I mean, 5 of us against an army seems like a bad idea.
We could pick
we
it
have
though.
a militia. Your purpose would be more, I think, surgical.
I keep
is
slipping
how I
because I don't have it
describe
hooked because I can't reach it.
Fixing problems
Unless you
where
wanna
you
hook
can,
me.
helping us out. There are indirect ways
It's at the very
and more
top.
direct ways you can help.
Gerald, how chaotic
What
is
do
your
the
father?
guards have to deal with right now?
Tyler, the
Just
real
Do
civil
I
man.
unrest?
even need to answer
Civil
that
unrest,
question?
It should be there.
That's most of it.
Do we
could
have
get
to
it
kill
without
your
this,
father, or can we just talk to your father?
It's fine.
Talk to my father.
You
Would
may
you
be-
like to be a
Miles,
pancake
talk to me
flattened
at
by
town
a
hall.
hammer that shoots
Yeah,
lightning?
He
What?
birthed
That looks a
you.
lot flatter than I thought it would be.
Oh, yeah.
I
It's a
don't
pain in the ass.
think
It's like,
that
here,
works.
What if we kidnap him? We don't have to kill him.
Yes, kidnap Sigmund. Kidnap
Guys.
Sigmund
What
right
about your
out of the
brother?
castle.
We'll just put him somewhere
nobody
else.
gives a
I'll be at town hall if you guys need me.
Nobody gives a shit about my brother. Not even my brother.
Have you seen
I give
my
a shit about his
girlfriend?
sword.
That's you.
She might be at home
Yeah.
at the moment.
want
She's
it.
been, although she's been out as the reigning. Actually, this is Galen talking. She's been helping a lot, honestly. With the winnings she's amassed. She has been giving out what food she can to people, and sort of, curbing some of the worst possibilities.
I might be able to.
Java suddenly has a change of heart and starts going and giving to the poor.
I
If
might.
you want my suggestion, you take the people you can and you run.
I don't know.
Java
We could
suddenly
always
has a change of
call
heart.
in a couple favors.
I mean,
The group we just dealt with that literally hinges on calling in favors.
That keep
I am-
getting in our way?
Personally involved
One
with
of
one
them
of
just
them.
left. I'll have you know after causing this mess.
We're not dealing about that end of
Look.
it, and apparently it's a very big thing. So
they're 4
Call your
days.
friend, see if she's willing to help.
They're 4 days away. Any help you could call in isn't
Yeah.
going to
I don't
get
know.
here
Maybe
in
we
time.
have a teleporting thing.
Yes, but we teleport
I'm going to town hall.
ourselves.
Okay,
I have no time for this argument.
Zergo walks out.
Then what the fuck?
So what are we going to do over the next
Java
4
wants
days?
to work
Teleport
out
all the
what she has
people in
teleporting
we
things that
can?
we're talking about.
That's what I was thinking. I don't have any other ideas.
One thing that could help, I mentioned Miles, how he's more inexperienced when it comes to hands-on tactical matters. If he were willing to take advice from me that could swing things in our favor, honestly, tactics is his weak point.
My only question is, do you want to stay and fight? Because
I
if
don't
we're
think we have a
fighting,
choice.
we're gonna need a lot of boom.
We
And
have
I
militia.
mean,
We have.
No, he's not talking. I
We
don't
need
think
more
he's
than
talking
militia.
about
We
militia.
need.
If he was
I'm-
talking high-end
I'm
explosives.
going to need to bring back my Minotaur strategy.
Oh god. You know you almost died doing that.
You know, if you
Keyword
take random
B.
barrels of booze in the streets,
Almost.
and as they're running up the streets, you can just nuke them.
Or, here's an idea.
What are you laughing about?
Oh, an old story I read once.
What you read?
Yes, I read on occasion.
Java looks at him.
Okay, not very often, but it takes me a little while. The big words are hard. I also sometimes read the book upside down. But don't make fun of me, I try.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. What did you read?
Before Sigmund took over and went on
Shut-
this
I mean, Java-
conquering business, his father, I can't quite remember. I think his name was Bartran. Yes, Bartran Tearstone. He was a bit of a tactician. He was stuck in a situation similar to this. And he did a little strategy he likes to call the turtle.
The what?
Yes, the turtle. Open the city gates, let them in, and then close them off. And they're stuck. Kill them, and they can't get out. Blow them up, light them on fire, and laugh.
You're suggesting a trap.
And what do we do with the civilians? Do we just tuck them all in the back end of where we wouldn't be bringing
Well,
people
you've
in?
got a nice big old coliseum with plenty of seats to fill.
I don't think we'll be able to afford all of that damage.
I'd prefer to keep them out if at all possible.
But listen, if it's damaged the place and have a valid strategy and probably come out on top.
Yeah, they outnumber us.
Here's the thing. Do you want to catch them off guard and kill a large portion of them? Or do you want to fight them head on and get burned to a crisp? Have your walls torn down and die?
Yeah, fighting a bunch of fire mazes on a plane does not sound like the best idea.
Desert the town, hide everybody, leave the gates almost unbarred. Barred just enough, but let them in. And once they get in, close them.
But why don't they just fly away then?
She sort of thinks
The
about it.
mages could fly away.
Oh, right.
But not the troops.
Smart.
Says,
And that's saying the mages have enough time to escape the explosion.
I'll think about that. Of course, convincing me is one thing. Unfortunately, I don't call the shots with that anymore.
Oh, you're not telling me we have to get the frickin' approval of the council on this.
Well, no, I'm saying my replacement, Miles. He's in charge of the military now.
Don't look at me, I left.
Oh, yeah.
I left.
Yeah, Circle's gone.
Yeah.
Like, halfway through that argument,
I
I told them where I was going, and I left.
Yep.
Shava's gonna think that she can maybe rope in her girlfriend to help.
I have
so
a
she's gonna go find
question
her.
for you. He's a Dragonborn, right?
Yeah.
Dragonborn, where do you keep your explosive munitions?
Dragonborn.
I'm
It's an honor
going.
to see you.
I'm in charge of the arena. I don't. Harlan says,
Is there any way to,
we might have
to make
some.
the mind
We haven't
benders
had
not
much
do
call
the
to
thing, or do
use
they
them,
just
but
automatically take
I
it?
need that and all the alcohol you have.
They can't do damage.
All
they
of
just
it.
take away
Oh, that's it.
It's really dumb.
Shava's good at making alcohol explode.
look, if you're
Yeah.
talking about setting up some sort of trap in the city, you're going to have to bring that up with Miles. You understand we have a process for these things.
I don't care about your process.
I'm saying
Because by the time you try and go through this process, you'll have Tearstones banging on your front gate trying to kill you.
Like, really
Politics
interesting
doth
and,
not
really
wait
dumb
for
and
murder.
kind of
So,
way.
so go to
I
Miles,
like to be
convince him.
fair. I only have 3
Oh, I'm not going to convince him. I'm going to
It's
beat
just-
him until he doesn't have legs.
So,
I would not do that. I feel like that would make the
I'll
situation
go
worse.
talk to him. Where is he now? Do you have any idea?
I think. Whoops.
Either they kill
If you
you or I
upgrade your
kill
ships
you.
faster
Choose.
than
I think your
You can
friend
be
went to
doing
go look for him.
cannonball damage
Because you have two choices.
from a
Where though? Because I don't know
of
both.
course.
Probably he's either at town hall or the barracks.
Shava walks back into the door. Where is Emma's house again?
Champions Row. It's right nearby.
Shava walks back out.
Oh god damn it!
Because the way I see it, you either accept my help or let my family kill you.
I'm
They
gonna go to the
don't
town hall.
take prisoners.
Like I said, your help I welcome. It's not me you need to convince.
Oh, I'm not going to convince. I'm
Or-
going to punch.
I believe that as a result of that would get you thrown in prison and you wouldn't be able to help anyone
I'll break out.
with 3 days.
Yes.
You could probably do it in a couple hours.
If no magic can contain these muscles, and no iron bars can contain them either.
God.
Wait. Meanwhile,
The guard walks by and trench coat drops keys.
Geraldo gives Gerald the keys to his
No,
cell.
a guard just walks up, drops the keys. They're looking at me funny. Key has a mustache. I don't know what you're talking about. Key.
Key noises.
Key noises.
Key sweats nervously.
Is it hot in here or is it me?
so meanwhile, Zergo, where are you headed? Town hall?
I was going to town hall to poke around for miles.
Okay.
I'm headed to town hall too. I left already.
Okay. So you
Sure,
can
I'll
probably...
follow Cass. I gotta go
Follow
beat some
everybody.
tactics into someone.
No need.
So I was finding GM.
Good job.
Where's Ivy? What's Ivy doing?
Following.
I'll just follow everybody.
Ivy things.
Ivy's been staring at me this whole time and isn't paying much attention.
I'm staring at me.
Okay. You all make your way to the town hall. The crowd is still present in front. And they are sort of blocking all access at the moment. What would you like to do?
Are they blocking just because they're forcing themselves up against, or are they actively like turning around?
Not actively blocking, but just by virtue of being crowded around.
Why,
the entrance.
I'm just gonna.
Grab
Moving
heads.
bodies.
Grab them by the
Bodies is fun,
face
but-
and just.
No, by the shoulder. We're not.
Mhm.
Not here to make things too much.
Just
worse.
have the half-orc scowl and the parting of the receipt.
Just make an athletics check.
That's what my dad does.
That's a nat one.
Oh, fuck.
Zergo, you're kind of just rebuffed by the sea
Oh,
of
God.
Yeah,
bodies.
he's just
No,
like,
no,
he's
no,
like, you grab
Gerald,
My
Gerald
dad
will
has
walk
to make a
up,
stealth check every
say,
time I go to the grocery store.
hey, and light his sword on fire. Move!
Make an intimidate check. Intimidation.
He's not getting that
whatever.
because RJ's that lucky.
18 plus 4.
I thought they were gonna be
Yeah, when you
Basically
do
it.
that, they sort of turn around and see a giant, half-naked man with a giant flaming sword, and they just sort of get out of the way and let you
Get
through.
out of dodge.
He pats Zergo on the back. Next time. You'll get it.
Go away.
I just love that. Hey, move! It's like completely blasé.
Naked man with flames.
No, half naked man.
Half naked man. with
Gerald makes it a point to wear pants.
Yep.
Sigmund, wear a shirt. No.
I don't want to, Father.
Yeah, you...
Was this said in the foyer?
No, that was a different house.
So I guess we're just following behind him in this wake.
Yeah, you make your way up to the town hall and can get inside. One of the guards just sort of is about to stop you, but then sees that you're not with the crowd outside, and then thinks better of it. Especially looking at you and seeing you're clearly in a bad mood, just sort of backs off.
Gerald with the flaming sword. Oh, right. Flame off.
Flame off! Flame on!
If you want to scroll through my shirt.
Flamer.
Yeah. Gerald just tosses it out.
No, it's quite
okay. Catches it.
No, it's okay.
My God, he's got a flaming sword.
Yeah, you make your way inside.
At the arena, everyone's clapping. It's just on and off, on and off.
Oh, God.
Perhaps I should do a different activation.
You find yourself in the sort of waiting room / reception area of the town hall. There's just some sort of receptionist with glasses was sitting at the desk.
Just not even ringing a bell and just where's Miles?
Looks up. Do you have an appointment?
Appointments don't matter if you're gonna die in 4 days.
Where is he?
Make an intimidate check with advantage.
You're welcome.
11. I think I got like an intimidation.
3.
14.
She says, I'll fetch him. 1 moment. She will get up, go upstairs.
Thank God for advantage.
You're welcome.
It was also kind of low easy. Look, I'm kind of intimidated just sitting next to you right now.
Intimidate the DM.
Intimidate the DM.
I have to use my stature somehow.
A moment later,
Don't.
We love
Oh,
you,
it's
Ethan.
adorable.
Ethan. We love you, Ethan.
These nostrils flaring.
Ethan, no!
a moment later, she comes back down with a man who sort of has wavy blonde hair, a sort of
Give me a minute with him.
crisp, well-kept facial hair, and sort of well-dressed. Just a man who seems to be very concerned with appearances. And he's like the picture of an official, what an official would look like.
Oh,
sort of comes down and says, hello, can I...
Miles.
Yes?
We are going to give you some tactical advice to keep this city alive. Because you are about to get everybody killed.
Good, nice to meet you as well.
I'm not here for pleasantries. We are on a clock. And I'm not going to waste time being bureaucratic.
Ooh, Shabbos dies.
Look, I'm sure you're well-meaning.
That's how you look over is the first thing I had to say.
Yes, keeping the city alive is generally considered to be well-meaning.
It's a difficult time. I don't need to tell you that.
Difficult? You call impending slaughter difficult?
Oh, good aligned characters.
Actually, I'm playing chaotic neutral.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit,
We're all
It's his hometown.
But yes, specifically, this is my character's hometown. This is personal offense.
That makes good sense.
Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, the entire party's chaotic.
I'm chaotic good, actually.
She's good aligned.
I'm chaotic good.
I think I briefly considered switching him to chaotic good, but no, he's definitely neutral.
Shava's switched.
He's got his good
on the dime. Shava's just chaotic.
Okay.
He's
chaotic, but not evil.
Yeah.
He says, look, I'm fairly new to this post, which
I
means
see that, and I'm not saying I have a problem with you.
Well,
but now is not the time to be
It's not a matter of pride. It's a matter of setting an example for my men.
For your men?
I'm sorry,
Yes.
what?
If I handle my first crisis by taking advice from outsiders, those outside my station, that sends a message that shows that I'm...
How about this? I can offer you inside intel. You collected it yourself. You found a rat in the Tearstones who is willing to offer you tactical information and a solid strategy to use against them.
If you don't mind me cutting in, you might look at it negatively, where you say, oh, it's weakness. But in my opinion, a stronger man would accept help.
Maybe, but the situation is precarious. I'm not sure all would see it that way.
Who cares? Do your job.
No, it's black.
Why don't you, Zergo, why don't you give me a persuasion check with advantage because Gerald's helping you.
Good old Gerald. My persuasion is good old 0.
You got this, fam.
We got this, fam.
18.
18.
He says, if it's just advice, if it's...
We're not here to give orders, we just want people to live.
I understand. Yep. What is this intel? And I'll see...
Intel.
Your turn.
Intel talk.
Oh, intel?
Yes, if you would kindly fill him in on your family.
Well, I happen to be the first son of Sigmund.
He does a double take. He goes, oh, you're not working for him.
Well, I haven't killed you yet, have I?
He was exiled.
Neither have the rest of the Tearstones or the spies.
He was exiled.
They
don't like him.
Yes, they tried to kill me, or
Several
at least
times.
take me in a couple of times.
Your brother's a cunt.
Yes, Lawrence is a cunt.
Your brother's a cunt.
Yes, he is. I told you that.
Somewhere Lawrence sneezes with an elk-shaped indentation.
Somewhere Lawrence sneezes looking around for giant elks.
Hey, your brother's a cunt. I warned you.
Where's that damn elk assassin?
I know.
I'm sorry, but this needs to happen. We go into Lawrence's bedroom. She makes a giant elk. You cast Spider Climb on it.
No.
Spider elk just wakes up from a long nap. Just sees that on his ceiling.
No, it's so big. It's probably like right in his face and just slowly licks his nose.
We gave Gerald's brother a phobia of giant elks.
Because we put him down like twice.
We put him down three times, and 2 of those times was a giant elk stomping him.
He would have been dead, but the DM said no.
Well, he had priests.
Yeah, he had priests.
Quinn was willing to let him go if it came to that, but he also prepped well that it was unlikely we could.
Yes.
Shava would have.
You could have.
I could have, but she might not have lived much longer.
Almost all of us were down except for Shava, who was hiding.
Not almost. Everybody but Shava was down.
In fact, this happened at this table exactly 1 year ago.
Yes.
Damn. Oh, yeah.
Right after I beat the crap out of Jeremiah.
How was that session?
Yep.
Freaking Jeremiah.
Come to fight Jeremiah and I'm the base runner. I'm sorry, what?
Huh?
It does double take.
Old senile man with Tourette's.
Not really. But,
Yeah,
I know how they fight, and I know a strategy that might work in, well, wiping out a good deal of their forces.
Alright, I suppose I'm listening.
Well, Bartrand Tearstone, my grandfather, a lot better than my father. My father's a jerk, and I think you can surmise that as to what you're dealing with. There's a strategy he liked, called the turtle strategy. Let them in, but don't let them out. Burn them all.
He considers that. Says, what about the people living inside?
You're going to have to put them all in somewhere safe and fortified. Your Colosseum seems nice for that.
Sounds difficult to organize,
Well,
especially considering. Have you seen? He points out to the outside of.
How about we do this? You see this one? He's a man of the people, a commoner. Let him handle it.
He just calls Zergo a commoner.
Actually, I think you look familiar. Were you the one who was exiled?
Was.
I think I heard something about it being suspended.
They
for now.
revoked it.
You need all the help
suspended.
you get.
It's a temporary thing.
Why don't you let a man of the people handle the people?
He thinks about it.
You're too high up in stature. They're not going to listen to you.
You're not wrong.
They're already mad at you. So. He's right.
It actually kind of increase your. Actually, Shaw's not there. I can't say anything.
He says.
Yeah, Shava got horny again.
She's just trying to check out her girlfriend.
Have at it. Meanwhile,
I was making sure.
Meanwhile,
speaking of Shaw,
meanwhile, in parallel universe.
Meanwhile, in a parallel universe.
and Gerald's got like a monocle, and it's like,
I added blush.
Zargle, must you be so?
No. So Zargle goes end tables. Gerald. I say, what are you doing, Zargle?
Most uncivilized. Get those end tables back where they belong.
Uncivilized. Put those end tables back. They
Allow
don't
me
go.
to elucidate you.
They do not go good with my doilies.
Allow me to quote a famous author to you that will remind you to behave.
Shaw was like praying, like all in white, just like a saint.
Cass is like picking her teeth with a bone.
And Ivy's like the extrovert and the most outspoken.
Ivy's hot.
Ivy's just Sylvia.
Ivy's just
Static sounds.
Yes, Sylvia. What am I doing here?
Well, no, but like same personality. Just drinking, laughing, can't see shit. Blindingly drunk.
Yeah. So Shava.
Shava is going to see her GF.
Yes.
New GF who this. You get there and she's with another woman.
No.
She's smothering someone else with her thighs.
No, that would be so sad.
She left you for an end table.
Quinlan's a better DM than that. He wouldn't let it happen.
So you go along the houses. They weren't really told which one it was, were you?
No.
He just said it on the
Champions Row. It's not too far, and at that word, Shava left.
So what would you like to do?
Shava's gonna have to go door to door. Like Shava's gonna go peek in the windows.
They see this giant staff and this tiny pair of eyes just.
War's coming in 4 days, and Shava's fucking peeping Tom to find her girlfriend.
Here's my girlfriend.
Hey, you want to help me find my girlfriend? I'm gonna save my girlfriend. No, he's not.
Make a perception check.
What's that from?
Perception?
That's from a Flash animation.
I think
Where's my perception? There
Sounds
it is.
familiar.
I think I did.
21.
Stop doing that.
21.
21.
Yeah,
Does he see dem biddies?
No, but he sees that alcohol because that rolls old enough to drink.
You
Hey,
might accidentally see a penis.
yeah, you peek in a few windows.
But why?
And in one of them you see Emma, who's
Knocks
sort
in
of
the window.
at a table.
Making out with the table. Hey, did you know that teaspoons are for eating tea and tablespoons are for eating tables?
Yes.
Damn.
He did not miss a beat.
Yes.
Major props.
This is why you're friends.
That timing was on point.
So what would you like to do?
Shava will knock on the window.
She looks up, sees you,
Eating tea.
immediately gets up and heads to the door, opens it and sort of steps outside and closes the door behind her. It says, Shava, I didn't know you were in town.
No! Red flag number 1. Flags all around. Flags all around.
Stay going, fuck!
He never said it was a relationship.
No, he didn't.
I said fuck buddy for a reason.
Yeah, it was a fling.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello there. Allow me to
Turns out Emma's also a horn dog.
put up my hut.
Excuse me while we hut up. Or shut up.
Put up.
So I was just going to say, hi, we heard that
Zombieland 2.
the city was under siege. So
Apparently going to be, from the sounds of things.
yeah, Zergo was about to sprint all the way here, so we all came and sped that up and
I'm
teleported.
not sure she ever learned I was back.
Just tells Emma everything.
Just not realizing this.
Oh yeah, Zergo, that's the old champion who was exiled. Interesting.
Oh yeah, you never found out he was here. I forgot about that.
So did I.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Shava.
Wanna
Bang.
go to the inn?
Might as well take advantage of it while she's up. Stop. It hurts my ears.
Stop what you're doing.
You're welcome.
You gotta get your thigh go.
Yeah, Shava will nod and then just start walking to the inn.
There you go.
Okay. She will accompany you.
Ethan, those are some very nice queefs.
So I was going to say,
Hey man, it slips out sometimes.
last I heard, we were planning on a counterattack. I was wondering if you would be joining us.
A counterattack? You mean for the army? I mean, I assume I'd be part of that. They'll need all the help they can get. Right now, I'm just doing what I can for the people, you know?
I've heard you've been giving food to the poor.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
So awkward.
Shava has flashbacks. Just, like, insert flashbacks here.
Insert flashback. Spine Ripper riding a worm.
Not like that.
You know what? Shava just kind of breaks down and tells the entire story.
Oh god.
Just, I can't take it anymore!
Shava has been kind of holding this in for a while now. As you might remember from when she looked up at the stars and it blinked red.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that happened.
That happened.
And then Gerald came back, and the goblin left.
And the goblin ate a book, but it was a mimic.
Oh yeah, he killed a mimic by biting it. You in Soviet Russia, goblin eat you.
That book was actually Boris's wife.
Your wife is a book?
Lazily, just your wife is
She is a beautiful woman.
That word. Do not think it means what you think it means.
So by the time you're probably still telling the story by the time you get to the end, but when you finish it, she goes, "So you get your powers from a super powerful worm god?
Java's kind of sulks.
Huh.
Yes.
Weird.
Kinda nasty.
Yeah.
Java's kind of nods.
This bitch nasty.
If you're affiliated with worms, I don't know if we can go do this again. I don't need worms in my
You ever
business.
see? I mean, do you ever see any of those worms, or is it just like?
Don't tell me Emma has like a phobia of worms.
Worm.
I'm just curious.
She may or may not have happened to get intestinal worms. She just wants to know maybe it had something to do with it.
Shava just shakes her head. She just says, every now and again I look at the stars, hoping to find comfort, and I just see him staring down at me.
Great big worm in the sky. Emo
Worm
AF.
in the sky keeps on staring at me. Oh God!
One of the stars just blinks red. In amusement.
Okay. So, you wanna just looks upwards towards the upstairs portion of the inn.
Shava just lights up like a Christmas tree.
Wow, no holds barred.
Horn dog.
Right to the point.
Shava just lights up like a Christmas tree. It's like, would you kindly?
And now while you're having your afternoon.
Down.
Nut hut up.
Would you kindly get in the hut?
Now, do you intend to leave?
But you see, while you're going at it, you hear a weird clapping. Almost like that you expect a goblin to be there. You don't know if it's in your mind or not, but you're still hearing it.
Is this PTSD? It's not good.
What
not
now
great.
Spine Ripper has his own version of Geraldo?
Oh no!
Spine Ripper.
Ripper.
No, it's not Spine Ripper. It would be. We'll say kneecapper.
No, bagel muncher.
No, he's kneecapper.
He's kneecapper.
Okay.
And he wears a princess outfit.
Good.
Why not?
Does he have a
Totally
mustache?
would.
No, he has a big gold frilled rolled hair wig. Yeah, that's kneecapper.
And pink dress.
That could just be one of his relatives from his village.
I mean,
Well, they're not covered in shit, so.
they're all nuts anyway.
Oh, that's-
There's a reason why you guys never went there.
There's a good reason.
The shit pit.
The shit pit.
The shit.
That I wish to not have to see
You
the
don't
shit
want to know about the shit pit. Everybody's.
All my family died in the shit pit.
Basically, Spine Ripper is a goblin from a village of stupid goblins. And they have a giant communal shit pit in the middle. And anyone who commits heresy against the goblin village gets thrown in the shit pit to drown. And
It's brutal.
all of his family was drowned in the shit pit.
Brutal goblin nature.
Oh, the whole family.
Like, some of it's ridiculous. This is just brutal.
Meanwhile, back at the town hall, Zergo, you've been given the go-ahead.
Yeah, no, I'll step outside.
Backstory.
Okay.
My parents died. My family.
As you
drowned
do
in
so,
the shit
everyone
pit.
everyone looks at you and just sort of usually. Whoops.
Oh, you did it. Good job.
Yee.
Some of the crowd goes, Zergo?
I feel slightly.
I mean,
more
there's
retarded.
like a bunch of confused, some shouts of anger, some of surprise. There's a myriad of reactions at the sight of
Yeah,
you.
he does.
I'm gonna let the reactions
Dr.
play for a bit
Manhattan
until they
is
die
small
down a
bits.
little.
Okay.
Like, let them get it out of their system for a second.
Dr. Manhattan is a small bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
for a
no.
couple
But he
moments-
can make
after a
it
moment,
bigger.
It sort of quiets down.
Yeah,
Oh.
but it makes his whole body
Everyone,
weird.
guys, roleplay moment.
I think it's mostly for the sake of the mic.
Yeah, but yeah, everyone quiets down after a moment.
We done? Everyone good? Anyone else want to shout anything? Smart asses.
Does anyone else want to shout anything? Hold on now.
Chucks all over Brendan to the crowd. Where are you?
Just like,
I found him!
Sylvia coughs.
You just fell for it.
Wait. If you were to truck Brett into that crowd.
Oh God.
No, that's the thing. They'd all fight over, but then Spine Ripper just doing.
just like,
Yoink!
just like dives in.
No, dives in, reappears on top of a giant elk.
It just starts ripping it out.
Giant elk on a mower. People crowding
Yes.
beneath the ripped pieces, shoving it into their mouth.
That would be horrible. I'm glad he's not in the party anymore.
Me too.
Anyway,
He was a menace to society. Let's call it as is.
the bird inspector.
The inspector of many things.
Yes.
You make
Yes.
him blush.
I'm back.
I'm making highlights.
The council
He's blushing.
has temporarily suspended my exile, for those of you wondering. So for those who don't like the fact that I'm here, relax, I'll be thrown out again soon enough. For those who do, I'm sorry I can't stick around. However, I'm going to tell you what they might not. We are under siege. In 4 days' time,
I just realized that
the
maybe I
Tearstone
didn't-
family will have an army at these gates.
I opened up my phone. This is the first thing I see.
Currently, I very much sympathize with your situation and may or may not be kicking Aldrich's ass later. But for now, you are hampering the guard from putting up a proper defense. We are trying to advise to set a plan in motion. But at this rate, if the civil unrest continues and you all decide to riot, we'll be slaughtered. No chance, no prayers. We will be killed.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Oh, okay.
The entire speech just goes out. Just doesn't hurt it.
Oh no.
Well, that's a 2.
No!
No.
I guess my initiative rolls bled into my normal rolls.
no.
There's a moment that passes and then there's just shouting and like like all the things about like being slaughtered and the stuff like that, they are set off.
So
and just like generally they're panicking. And
Gerald will step out, clang his sword on the ground, light it on fire, and just yell, "Shut up!"
At this point, what's your ACs? Oh geez.
18.
13.
Okay, Zergo, you get a rock to the head.
That's all I could
Oh,
think
God.
when he said that.
And it was actually a crit for like 2 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Is it
That's all
possible
I could think
to allow
when
me to
he
not even
introduced
flinch?
this event.
Like just...
I mean, it was
Hold the
2
name,
points
hold
of
the name.
damage.
Yeah, just make a Constitution saving throw. It's
Oh,
not
boy.
hard.
You say that, but that's a nat 1, so...
Yeah,
So I can't apparently
flinch.
roll.
It's over.
Well, no,
Don't
you
give him
just-
ideas.
You do visibly flinch, unfortunately, but it looks like the crowd's not even paying attention to that anymore. They're like not even Gerald's shout. Like they are. It's not a full-on riot, but the unrest is worse.
Is there anyone in this town that they respect, and what do they look like?
Shava's probably sleeping with one of them.
This is true.
Shava can seduce them.
Dun, dun, dun.
Gerald will rage.
Oh no! That's awful!
So you attacks either taking or dealing damage is necessary to keep that up, mind you.
Gerald will walk over to Zergo, punch me.
I'm gonna say, just as a ruling, I know we've done that in the past, but I think the spirit of it is more like you have to be in the middle of a fight to keep that up.
That's fine. It'll stay up for a little bit.
Yeah, for a few seconds at any rate.
Alright. Well, then he's gonna walk into the crowd.
Okay, yeah, someone will probably attack you.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Oh,
What's your AC again?
13.
13. What's
That's
those
really
big
low.
rolls? This is I like.
Yeah, but
you
these
sort
are
of,
civilians.
you
They
just
have
sort of
like
wade into the
3
crowd.
hit points.
And the
No,
blue
no,
people
I-
show up.
Why is your AC only
Yeah, you
13?
Because he doesn't wear a shirt.
Barbarians don't tend to have a very high
You
AC.
take 1 point of
They don't
damage
need one.
from.
In fact, they get a bonus for not wearing armor.
the fists
No,
of
I
the crowd.
know, but
He has low dex,
That too.
so
A low
He
dex.
is
that's just how he
literally a
was
shield
built.
of
But
me.
he has rage, so
And a lot of other things.
It kind of offsets that.
So yeah, you sort of wade into the
He's also a
crowd,
massive heavy hitter.
surrounded by the blue tinted spirits that materialize around you.
I'm waiting for them to possibly realize what those spirits look like.
They don't really. You're not really sure that they know what a tearstone looks like per se.
Is your grandfather there?
I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, they look imposing for sure. But the random citizens of Balstrid just are aware of the Tearstones as a vague threat that is bearing down on them. They wouldn't specifically know who these people are.
I kind of want to try pontificating because I think I have high persuasion. Yeah, I've got a decent persuasion bonus.
What if we have a giant vent in the... I'm still not there.
Oh, you're not there.
They just keep wailing
You would
on
just
him.
burn around
Yeah,
anyway.
do you stay in the middle of it?
I'm gonna start non-lethally punching people out.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So Zergo, you watch a riot unfold in front of you.
Zergo, that's exactly Zergo
Yeah,
right now.
I totally picture Zergo's.
I would like to
hand in front of his
imagine.
face.
What are you doing?
I would like to imagine
Panicking.
Ivy is just wandering through
Why don't
the
you
town
cast? Why don't you
lost,
cast sleep?
when all of a sudden there's a riot.
Fuck, I
that
could do that.
unfolds.
I'm gonna cast sleep.
You take 2 more points of damage.
Okay.
Gonna do sleep.
I'm gonna get
Hold
up
on.
at a high point where invisible
Hold
and
on.
cast sleep.
Go ahead and roll sleep dice.
Hold
Hold
on,
on.
hold on.
Not hope.
I think I have an idea.
Should I wait?
No, you could do that.
Just
Shop was having a great old time.
where is it? What?
This is the
5d8.
stress relief she needed after all that.
Actually, you know what? I'm probably gonna do it at 2nd level just so it works better.
Alright.
Hold on. Shit. How many d8 is that? Give me this. Roll an additional 2d8, so 78. 6, 12.
Was that?
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30,
32.
32.
33, 34, 35, 36.
36. Hang on. Doing some math. That would get 9 of them. You watch as 9 figures in the crowd collapse into slumber, which puts a dent in it.
Like I said, I'm non-lethally knocking people out.
So do the other people notice? Oh, okay, you go.
I know what I'm going to do.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to cast
Are you doing this thorn whip
Wall
thing?
of Fire.
Oh my god!
Why?
That's not non-lethal!
I'm just going to make sure that they're all in one spot.
You're just gonna make him in a bowl. You're just making.
What about the people who aren't, that are asleep, that can't move? They're
So
not gonna
I
light and
recommend
fire.
reading the spell first.
Wait.
I recommend reading the
I did
spell
not.
You're just locking them in there with
Okay.
Gerald.
rather than assuming what it does.
Yeah, I mean, you create a wall of fire.
So you create a wall.
60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick.
60 feet goes a long way.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
When it
Let's
appears,
not do
each
that.
creature within this area makes a dex saving throw. On a fail, take 5d8 fire damage.
No, let's
That
not
will
kill the
just-
civilians. That's the
Okay.
point
That
of
will
this.
kill all of them.
Yeah.
That will not only kill all of them, it will
Do it.
just, this arc will just end. The siege will just succeed at that point.
Oh my god.
Then, yeah, I don't really have much I can do.
Yeah, then do
Can I
nothing.
Shut up, Bounce.
can I
Are you
yell
ready?
out like, do I
I'll
have
just
your
continue to
attention?
do
Because I
nothing.
just
What
like
level are
knocked
you
out
guys?
a
Some-
chunk of you.
I'd say some of them do look over, and a few of them are looking a little concerned about what's going on.
Can I please just get you all to chill the fuck out for a minute?
I mean, all the ones that are still wailing, each one that wails
Yeah.
on me, I'm going to punch them out.
Yeah, which you can
Hold
do
on,
easily.
You're not
Okay.
killing them, though.
No,
It's non-lethal.
I
Yeah.
have an even
Cass, what do you
better
look like?
idea. I'm
I
going
look
to
like
I look
cast
like
elect to deal
hallucinatory
normal
non-lethal
cast.
terrain
Blonde
Tall
hair.
brown
to
hair.
make them
Oh,
look
brown.
like they have
tried to
fallen
deal
into a
non-lethal
hole.
damage to a
Take a look
human
at the
being.
casting time.
it's part of the game.
I know, I get it. It's just.
I recommend looking over
24 hours.
Well, no, that's the duration.
Okay.
The casting time is
time is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What are you talking about?
Anyway.
Cass is yelling.
Wait,
Yeah.
didn't... Shaw was not there.
I
Fuck!
was not there.
Shaw was not there.
Make an intimidate check.
Intimidate.
I've been just
Why would you
going
need
through
Shaw?
a like, list of
Can
spells.
I, help by just trying to shout
What
to
did you
calm
need
them
Shaw
down?
for?
Would you like
Quiet
to?
them down.
Would you like to?
I'd like to help.
Trying to
at
see
least.
if these dice are nice
you
enough.
can roll with advantage then.
Okay. Fuck. Wait, that's... Yeah, that's
9.
just 9.
So advantage.
10! 14!
14.
Okay,
Yeah.
14's not bad.
Some of them are paying attention to you now.
Okay.
Gotten some of their attention.
I'm still wondering what you did Shaw before.
I'm still looking through a list of spells.
We're trying to make sure that all of you don't die. And we're going to need your cooperation on that. Not this. This is not cohesive to not dying.
I
Because
tried to
in
warn you.
4 days, Tearstones will be at your walls. And they're going to kill a lot of us.
Oh, I
lot
tried to
of
tell
you.
them that apparently these guys don't value their own lives.
Well, it's not that. It's just they have homes here, so it's
We
more
want-
like they need.
We never told them to leave, but they need to
We need their
cooperate with us
cooperation.
and the guards so that the guards can mount a defense. But they can't afford to take troops to start on that defense while these guys are bearing down on them.
We want to keep you all safe, and in order to do that, we need your cooperation.
One guy from the crowd goes, yeah, if this town's conquered, there's a new government, does that mean we get food?
No, you'll be dead!
Gerald will pipe up. Hello, I'm Gerald. I know how they fight. And, yeah, they don't take prisoners.
Well, you think...
If anything, your situation will be worse.
I mean,
Lots worse.
You don't think that Sigmund would be trying to raise this place, like, to the ground?
Well, it's more like this.
Yeah, but like,
Well, according to
militant
everything
control
RJ has
will probably
said,
still be
as
awful.
both Gerald and Spine Ripper, they wipe you out and essentially just move their own people.
It's more like I understand that you don't want to leave your homes, but if you stay here, you won't be
What?
home
We're not
for a
telling them
very
to leave!
long
Why are you
time.
telling them to leave?
Food is the main problem here, Ivy. They want food.
Stop conflicting the ideas! Please!
Yeah, well then they wouldn't get food for a very long time either because they would be taken away.
Or dead. Very, very dead. Oh, hi, Karen.
Oh, hi, Mark.
How was your sex life?
Let's go.
Actually, no. I'm gonna find the guy who piped up.
Okay.
I'm gonna get face to face with him.
Okay.
Excuse me, can I scooch through this door?
Do you have a family, sir?
Excuse me.
Got a wife?
Do you have
You
friends?
have a family, sir?
No.
Yeah.
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 Uh huh. Do you want to see?
Had your wives. Had kids. Had your wives.
Or do you? Because if you riot, and if you think the Tearstones will give you food, maybe they will. But if they do, that means you are one of maybe 5 left alive. Maybe. And you'll probably be mutilated at that point. We've seen what they do to people. They don't like us. They don't like anyone that isn't them. We're not asking anyone to fight, but we need you to lay off the guards for a bit so they can do their jobs and keep you all safe. And if the Tearstones are repelled, guess what? They're the ones burning all your crops. But they can't be addressed. The food shortage can't be addressed if the guards have to worry about all of you just going at each other. So please, by all means, riot if you all want to just starve and be slaughtered. But I thought this town was full of people who had half a brain, at least. And had the will to fucking survive.
I second that.
Make a intimidate check with advantage, and also take some inspiration while you're at it.
Woo!
go ahead and mark that on D&D Beyond.
We gotta give it to you.
I don't know why I'm trying to mark it here. I also don't know where they put it on this.
I don't think it is.
This isn't the normal sheet.
No.
Oh, that's 20! Thank Christ!
Yeah!
23!
Yeah.
No more low rolls.
Finally!
He looks thoroughly rebuked. And so just mutters an apology, and backs off. And some of the other people around him are start muttering to themselves as well and sort of talking to each other. You see the crowd start to disperse at this point. People seem to be leaving, going back to their homes. It seems like whatever intense emotion was keeping them here and angry and fighting, they seem to be backing off, at least for now.
Gonna go poke everyone else awake.
Okay, yeah.
Just gently and just stand on and be like, look,
Pat them on the face.
go home.
There's 10-something people. Yeah, they're not enough to make a crowd that once they get up and see everyone else is left, they're gonna leave as well.
Just go. Let the guards do their work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was a hot, steaming pile of mess.
Mm-hmm.
But we did it.
Go back in. Find Miles.
He's still there.
I can't guarantee you how long they'll stay sated.
I was afraid of that.
Stop being afraid of it and take the opportunity. I don't want to see my home burned because everyone had to red tape it and go through procedures and be prideful and not take advice from people who know what they're talking about.
Understood.
Talk to Harland, talk to Gerald.
Hi, I'm Gerald.
You seem like a nice enough guy, Miles. But I won't have you be this city's downfall. 2 rats have already gotten in.
I don't want to be that either. I'll do what I can.
One last thing.
I'm indifferent to the
Is
destruction
Bill
of my
still
hometown.
alive?
He is.
Where are you holding?
He's at the barracks.
I would like to question him.
He will lead you to the barracks.
And well, as Zergo's leaving, now let's talk explosives and alcohol.
No. Meanwhile, Shava.
You feel well rested.
You do.
You feel well rested, clear of mind.
You're doing a lot better than we are.
I just had sex.
And
Shava is
so good.
feeling a lot better.
She let me put my
See, his headache's gone.
My lady penis inside
Nice,
her.
remember, Shava's headache is gone. Because Close Gordon's
I was like,
Oh my
I
God.
needed that.
Stress relief 101.
I'm stirred to the brain
Good
and I have a
Good
massive
to see you.
headache.
Are you sticking around
I
for a
feel
bit?
that.
We'll see this through.
Sounds good. You know where to find me.
Yep.
Oh.
You looked.
Oh.
Would you like me to visit at your house? I looked a little startled when I showed up.
Well, I don't know how often I'm gonna be there. You know, I'm a lot of the time I'm out helping people, and, you know, giving handouts, that sort of thing.
No.
Congrats.
But
You killed the fucking.
I mean, you can maybe leave a note if I'm not at home.
You've been gnarled.
Shava just nods like, well, if nothing else, we'll see each other in 4 days, I suppose.
I suppose we will.
Have you seen it?
It's pretty good.
I
It's
suppose
fucking
we're parting
good.
ways.
You should watch all of it.
No.
Where would you like to go now?
You
Running
really,
at
really
3
should.
in the morning.
Have you seen all of it?
Well, Shava doesn't know where they went.
Good.
So.
I am not. I missed the last episode. Because
Shava will
Chris
go
released it on Wednesday.
to
I don't even know.
the inn we last. Oh, no, at the inn.
Also,
Shava's
they
going
released
to
it
the
on
bar. She'll
Wednesday.
probably
You know
wait for
why?
them.
Okay.
Because
She's
the
just
new
gonna
movie
assume
came
they're
out,
They'll find
and I
you.
didn't know about that either
I just went so okay.
So,
until they. Yeah. So I haven't.
RJ?
no,
I don't know what this
it's
girl's
just
house.
guys.
And then when
Guys,
I got home, I
A
just
little
sat
loud with
down
the
and
back
watched
talk.
all of the
Yeah.
episodes.
we're recording this, so
Was that bad? Was it?
okay. So
It's a joke.
At any rate, the rest of you are taken to the barracks, assuming you're all following Zergo.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking with
well, I mean, you're
Miles.
following. Miles is leading you, so you're following and talking to him.
Yes, we'll see what we can do about the explosives idea you mentioned.
And spare no drop. All of it. And I mean all of it. We got a special reserve, you're giving it up.
Right. Turning the entire city into one big death trap is not going to be a small undertaking.
No, but my question is, do you want to win?
Well, I understand that. It's just going to be a question of logistics. And
let me handle the logistics.
he kind of looks you up and down at this giant, like, half-naked barbarian.
Need I remind you, I have single-handedly killed a minotaur myself.
Well, yes, there's killing
Perhaps
beasts
cooperation
and
between
organizing.
you two and Harland would be best. With you as the key
It's
intel.
probably good to bring this up with Marrow. He's good with infrastructure and that sort of logistical planning. He could probably organize something.
Fair enough. Gerald, kind of strutting his
By the way,
semi-burnt
you
pelt.
haven't happened to see Heads or Tails of Yen, have you?
She's missing.
Good.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
But yeah, he leads you to the barracks, takes you into the back, down a flight of stairs, and leads you to a cell, which is like an iron door with a barred window. Lucine says, there'll be bars separating you from him and there.
That's fine.
So, takes out a ring of keys. And inside the cell you see a much less nicely dressed, sort of bedraggled, and hungry looking, very, very emaciated looking Phil Bagro.
I'll walk up to the bars. Gonna squat. I'm gonna get on one knee to get to his height. Bills.
Yes. Oh. Oh no. And that's where we're gonna end for tonight.
I was about to say, you probably need to get going.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No.
Well then. A new arc begins.
It do.
Job started off this one much better than the last one.
And this happened the last time we were in Ballstred too.
Yeah.
That's true.
That is to say, everyone was trying to deal with Tearstones and you went off and got laid.
Yeah,
Priorities.
it was interesting.
Sometimes.
It was interesting to sort of figure out what happened with the city after you guys left it and sort of take that forward.
Yeah, no, that kind of scans. We didn't actually fix anything. We just got rid of a rat.
Yeah.
Temporary.
And we're kind of told, hey, you've got to go now. It's like, we're not done. You have to go.
Considering you kind of knew Thils was kind of an idiot, it makes sense that he was sort of a scapegoat, or
Yeah,
kind of a patsy.
yeah, it makes sense. Was it possibly designed that we could have found Yen out, or were we kind of screwed?
So,
If you had looked a lot more carefully into her, because she was, the way I designed it, she was careful. She was a lot more careful than Phil's.
Other
who
than the
was just-
background.
You followed Phil's and saw him
Finished.
meeting with the Tearstone assassin in the middle of an alleyway. That wasn't going to happen again.
Well, no, and unfortunately, Rebecca got a string of bad rolls that kind of prevented her from more properly spying on Yen.
Anyway.
So what you're saying is Rebecca's dice are to blame for this.
If you choose to interpret it that way.
So I have no idea what to do for a background for the crew.
I said disciplines.
Yeah, honestly, open